had a whole conversation about, oh, if we saw this celebrity, how would we react, what would we say, like basically prepping ourselves for if that day would ever come, right? Preparation was useless. So welcome back to PYB with Nadi&Ci. And the title of this episode is Pretty Young and Breathless. I did get the chance to see a celebrity in person and I was shooketh to the nth degree. Honestly, I didn't know what to do. So basically, last spring break, two friends and I from college went to DC. But yeah, and so one night we ended up trying to find another like great restaurant. And so we're like, basically, we just got off the train and we're like going around with our little Google Maps.
Like tourists.
Right, looking like tourists in the nighttime. Trying to find a restaurant. And so one of my friends like has the smallest bladder in the world. And so she was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And we were like, oh no, you can hold it. So we walked for a few more, minutes. And she was like, nah, I can't hold it. So she ends up like running into this like building that looks like people are going into it. So she like darts there. And so we go inside and it was a hotel. And this hotel was fancy. You could tell like money was here. And so we ended up going in and I'm looking around like, ooh, this is great, being super, whatever. Like I took like a huge tourist. And so I'm looking and then my eyes stop. I was like, this man is fine. No, this man is familiar. This man is Common the rapper, the Common. And I was shook. Like I didn't know what to do. Like at that moment, my brain just turned off. Like it was done for the night.
Blacked out.
And so all I could do, because my friend was still next to me, and the other friend, she had gone to the bathroom. She was on her way to the bathroom, and so I was just like, girl, like that's Common. And she was like, what's Common? I was like, no. I couldn't think of anything else to say, but that's Common. And so she's like, oh, that is Common. Like, she's like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, no, that's Common. Like, you don't understand. And so like, he's talking to this girl, and she seems like, the way her body language is, she's like, oh wow, thank you so much for this, and you're so great. She's very like all these accolades. And then he seems like, oh, you got no worries, blah, blah, blah. Cool comment. So he's starting to like so before that, my friend who's on her way to the bathroom, I'm like, girl. And then so it kind of catches people's like attention a little bit. But I had to get her over here because she would have been so salty had we just seen him and she had it. And so I pulled her back, or I told her to come back, and I was like, that's Common. So now it's just like the three of us, like this little triangle, like staring at him while he's talking to this girl, like that's like just looking like complete fools, But in fact, I probably was the most foolish looking person in this group. I'm not gonna totally pin on everybody else that was with me, but I know that I was looking like a clown. And so he ends up like finishing his conversation, and then he looks like, so he's talking to her, but he looks like this way where I am. He's like, he's looking at me like he's like, are you about to say something? And I was like, just looking all types of crazy. So he looks like, oh, okay, and then like walks away, and I was like, no, I ruined it. I had one shot and I ruined it. And then like we're talking and trying to find, she comes out the bathroom, we're trying to find like a restaurant to go to, and like the directions to get there. And I see Common walking towards us.
Look at God.
Look at my God. Coming towards the bathroom. And I was like, it's Common.
Restart the whole thing out again.
Basically. And I lost it again. And so he walked. So I'm just like watching and so he's going to the bathroom. I was like, Lord, you've done it once, you've done it twice. Lord, I know he's coming out of this bathroom. And as he's coming out, like he pulled out his phone. He was like, hello? So he's walking a little bit, and as soon as he gets far enough away, he puts his phone back in his pocket. Y'all, I was so sad. I was like,
could have been a coincidence.
Anyway, okay, and as he's still far enough away, I say, Common. And then he just looks. And he keeps He keeps walking, and I was so sad. Like, I knew I made a fool out of myself. I probably scared him away. He's probably like, let me get away as far from this girl as possible.
Let me get out of here.
Honestly, but I was devastated. But I ended up calling Cece right after this happened.
Yeah. So, like, she called me, and then at first I missed the call. But I called her back, and she's like, oh my gosh, like, I just, like, saw a comment. I was like, oh, for real? And, like, she goes through the whole scenario, and I didn't think too much of it. Like, I was like, oh, okay, well, you saw him and you kind of freaked out. Like, I guess it's normal, too. But I think she went back and restated the situation, and how, like, he saw them, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And she just didn't have words, and I was confused. They both from Chicago, though. That was a bond right there. That could have been the end. Like, hey, my Chicago brother, self-side. Like, something little, dap him up something. Like 2 months before this whole thing happened, we had a whole conversation about, oh, if we saw this celebrity, how would we react? What would we say? Like, basically prepping ourselves for if that day would ever come, right? She said she'd be, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. She said she was confident. She was real confident. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go say hi to him. I'm not gonna be worried, XYZ. And I was gonna be the one breathless, without words. Like, you see how things worked out.
I was so embarrassed by that. Cause I made a fool out of myself and got nothing for it.
Hopefully, you live and you learn.
True.
She lived. Did you learn?
Yes, I did. Run from celebrities. Don't approach them. So if they're there, you're just like, oh, okay.
But definitely, if you guys have ever had a celebrity encounter, leave it in the comment section below. Did you freak out the same way?
Who was it?
Yeah, who was it? Did you handle it like a G and got a picture?
So I'm not a G.
And you guys be the judge of that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Thanks.
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you guys have any video ideas, please leave them in the comment section below.
So bye.
Bye.